Number 4 is saying, love your neighbor as yourself. Jesus gave only 2 commandments. Jesus said, love God and love thy neighbor as thyself. If you love your neighbor, you will not hurt your neighbor. You will not say ugly things about your neighbor. You will not kill your neighbor. You will not do anything that the 10 commandments say is wrong. All 10 commandments are wrapped up in this one. I love you because you are my neighbor. And when I say this, sometimes I kind of wonder. I love my neighbor as I love myself. Some of us, it appears that some of us, you know what I'm going to say? Say it. Don't love ourselves. It appears that we do not love ourselves. I won't dwell on that. Said, let me give you an example of what I'm talking about when I say to you, love your neighbor as yourself. He gave us a parable, and we call it the parable of the Good Samaritan. You remember that? Oh, it's wonderful. Got to share it again because he is giving us the story, a story of what it means to love your neighbor as yourself. You know, they were always questioning Jesus. I can understand that because they didn't understand what made him tick. And after all their questioning, they still didn't understand what made Jesus Jesus. And there was a day of questioning, and there was a lawyer in the crowd. And the great lawyer said, Master, what shall I do to inherit eternal life? And Jesus said to him, since you are a lawyer, what is written in the law? And the lawyer said, it is written that thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy strength, and with all thy mind, and thy neighbor as thyself. And Jesus said, thou hast answered right. Then do it, and you'll find that you can live forever. Well, the lawyer thought to himself, now, I'm a lawyer. Ain't gonna let you get away that easy. So the lawyer, you know how intellect has to let you know. I've been to school and I got a BBB and a TTT and a SPW. So the lawyer says, wait just a minute. You tell me, who is my neighbor? I don't know why people mess with people that's already connected and already know everything that you're going to ask even before you ask. I don't understand that. And certainly since they don't understand up front, I can understand in them asking you one time. But when you're able to give the answer, give it intelligently and correctly, why would you come back? You're just stupid. Why don't you shut up and don't let nobody know how much you don't know? Instead of understanding how much you do know, I know how much you don't know by asking Jesus another question. But anyway, Jesus answered, and Jesus said, a certain man went from Jerusalem to Jericho in order to get from Jerusalem to Jericho, they had to travel on the road, you know. And the road was known to have thieves and everything else on them. And this man walked into all of these thieves, and they took care of the business. They were doing according to their level. They beat him up, they robbed him, they threw him over on the side of the road, half dead. Well, the priest came by. He's going somewhere too. And he looked over and he saw the man. And he looked at the man half dead. And, now the Bible didn't say this, and said, I bless you. I'm not going to say what else I think the priest said. But anyway, the priest then went on the other side of the road and went on where he was going. Left the man half dead. Then a Levite came by. And he looked over and he saw a half-dead man. And he had his little thoughts and his little whatever he went through. And he went on the other side of the road and went on where he was going. Then Jesus said, a Samaritan came along. And he saw the man. And he went over to the man and gave him a treatment, did what he had to do, picked the man up, put him on the donkey, and led him to an inn that was not far away. When he got to the inn, he said to the innkeeper, I want you to take care of this man. I want you to feed him. I want you to change his clothes. I want you to give him a place to stay. I want you to do whatever is needed at this time for this man. I'm giving you some money, but if this is not enough money, I'll be back soon, and I will give you whatever the charges are for this man. Just promise me that you'll take care of it. Now, which one of these three men was a neighbor to this man? The Samaritan. That's how he got the name Good Samaritan. Then Jesus said to the lawyer, now that you understand, I hope, what a neighbor is, go and do what I have just shared with you.